Hello everyone, it's Lisa with the Baking Coach. Welcome to my kitchen. Hope you're all having a great day. Today we're going to do a recipe that I really love. It's simple, it's easy, it's one bowl, which is great because like I always say, everybody loves to bake, nobody loves to clean. Preheated my oven to 350 degrees just prior to starting this recipe. This is an 8x8 square baking pan. First ingredient that goes in here is a half a cup of vegetable oil. When you're measuring oil, it's great to use a cup that has a spout. So I'm going to put into this bowl a half a cup of oil. Next ingredient is sugar going into the bowl. The next ingredient for this is 2 eggs. Here's the thing about eggs. Since we're using oil, it's completely fine that the eggs are ice cold. I'm just going to give the oil and the sugar a tiny stir. It's not good for eggs to rest directly on sugar. It can cause a chemical reaction that basically makes the egg go bad. So you just always want to, when you're using eggs, to crack the egg, just like that, into something separate before putting it into your bowl. Then you want to stir it up immediately. So I've got my first egg in. Now that it's broken up, it's completely fine. It's only when the egg is directly whole. Okay, so this is perfectly fine and safe. The next thing is another egg going into the dish before I place it in here. And like I said, you want to mix that up right away. Although that we already mixed the first one, it's completely fine. And it's not that it's going to cause you harm or anything, but it's just never good to have eggs resting directly on sugar whole. Now we've got our egg, sugar, and oil mixture. The next ingredient, if you look at your list, is vanilla extract. So we'll put that into the bowl and mix it up, mix it up. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. I always like to mix a little bit as I add in my ingredients. The next ingredient that's gonna go into your bowl is cocoa powder. Let me tell you something about cocoa powder. I love cocoa powder. It smells good, everything's wonderful, but it gets everywhere. Cocoa powder in the bowl, and now I'm gonna mix that in. Go slowly. Cocoa powder loves to fly all over the place. I love homemade brownies. You know, you can serve this with some fresh fruit on top, strawberries, bananas. Then you can get into also serving it with whipped cream or ice cream, or it's just plain is good too. Our next ingredient is going to be flour. All right, so now we have our brownies and the batter is completely done. Looks beautiful, no lumps. If you wanted to add in some chocolate chips, you could do that at this point, like a half a cup, or walnuts, or sometimes people put in chocolate chips and marshmallows and some crushed up graham crackers, like, you know, 1/4 cup each, and that would make a s'more type of brownie. So you can get creative at this point, but this is your basic brownie mix. One of the things you want to do now that you have your mix ready is you're going to pour it into a pan. Okay. So put it into the pan. Oh, it smells so good. And you really want to scrape it all out. One bowl brownies, because it is one bowl. Make sure it gets into the corners. There's brownies. You're going to place your brownies into the center rack and bake it for approximately 25 to 30 minutes until the brownies appear to be completely dry on top. And then you will see also that the sides of the brownies will slightly pull away from the pan. Then allow them to cool completely in the pan. The best way to cut your brownies when they're done is using a plastic knife. Do you ever notice when you cut brownies, sometimes the brownies begin to tear? Well, it doesn't do that with the plastic knife. Don't ask me why, just doesn't do it. So a great way to cut your brownies is to use a simple plastic knife. Well, that's it for today. This is my one bowl brownie recipe. I thank you all for tuning in and have an awesome day. To find out more about the Baking Coach, just check us out at bakingcoach.com.